And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Channing Tatum, Scarlett Johansson, Ray Moranos film, Woody Harrelson, Fly Me to the Moon. Now, Fly Me to the Moon tells a story of basically America getting ready for the most important day in history, taking the Apollo 11 and going to space before the Russians to the moon. But they need some help. They need something to kind of like boost interest in this big event. When you listen about NASA and what's there to it, but if you market it right, gets people's attention, and that's where Scarlett Johansson comes in. So I went to go check this movie out, and I gotta say, this movie is actually pretty awesome. So you have Scarlett Johansson. She's like this marketing, genius. She does marketing, and she goes to these different companies to put market, commercials or any kind of campaign to get interest into their products. So the government hires her to pretty much come up with a campaign to boost ratings and boost interest of the audience, to be like, hey, listen, we're going to space, we're going to the moon, and this is very important. And obviously in real life, we know it's a big deal. The launch of Apollo 11 going to space was a big deal. Obviously I wasn't born at that time, so I wasn't there to know. So, but we all know from the history books and all that stuff. So what I loved about this film was the fact that you had Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson. They had great chemistry in here, like real great chemistry. I really do like Channing Tatum as an actor. I think he's really great, and I love Scarlett. Scarlett Johansson's always been great. There are moments where she has some hits and she has some misses that I don't like, but for here, she was brilliant, and I thought she was really great playing this character that has to put the NASA program on the map, literally. And you have Channing Tatum, who's like this, I guess the control center manager. I really don't know exactly what his title is, except that he's the main guy who watches everybody build the rockets. So I really don't know the actual name of it, but that's exactly what his job is. So he had to be partner up with Scarlett to basically help make NASA public awareness. So there's that. So that way everybody will be watching in the air. They're whether they're going to be going to Cape Canaveral, I think that's what it's called, in Florida. Watch it live or watch it on the television. Make sure it's a big spectacle. Obviously, it really was. So, yeah, so I thought that stuff was great. Ray Moranos was in here. It's great. From Everybody Loves Raymond. He was great. Woody Harrelson's Woody Harrelson. So, what else do you need from him? So he was fantastic. I think what else I love about this movie is the fact that they focus a lot on just the story, on also focusing on, okay, yeah, we want people to focus on us preparing for the big launch. They focus on that. When you get these normally when you get these stories that have maybe a man and a woman character, and it circles around like maybe a real life event or some kind of event that not happens in real life, but they kind of stretch the truth a little bit, but they kind of forget about it as much, and they focus on the love aspects of the main two characters, kind of like Pearl Harbor. You guys ever saw that movie Pearl Harbor with Ben Affleck? I like the film, it's fine, but it wasn't really focusing enough on exactly that that day that Americans got attacked by the Japanese, and they really focus on more on the love interest. Great fictional story if you want to do it that way, but if you really wanted to focus on that tragedy, you have to focus on that tragedy, and they never did. I felt in here they were really focusing on, yeah, our job is to make sure we get the launch ready for the space shuttle and the program and all the astronauts ready for liftoff. And that's exactly what this movie was. It focused more on that. It had its love story, kind of, boy meets girl. They hate each other at first, and then, they bump heads. Then, of course, eventually they get together. But they really focused on the main mission, and I like that a lot. So I thought that I really appreciate it. I think this is based on a book, too. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, I didn't know about it. I just heard Apple TV was behind this. Figured I'd give it a shot. Really came out enjoying this film. I thought it was really, really fun. A lot of laughs in here too. I didn't expect that. That was some pretty funny moments in here between Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum, and they're both funny people, so that's good. Yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed this film. I think if you can't see Despicable Me 4 this weekend or Inside Out again this weekend, give this movie a shot. I thought this movie was a lot of fun, and yeah, it really also gave me some insight about what NASA really does. And obviously, the astronauts, they are American heroes for what they did. Armstrong, Buzz, the other astronaut, what they did was American history, and what, they were American heroes, obviously. So I didn't really know too much about the NASA program. I mean, I've heard things, History Channel, but when a movie, gets down to the nitty gritty about it, and you really pay attention to it, it's like, oh, and also make it a fun way to kind of teach you about what exactly happens. I mean, I don't know exactly, like, for real, like, if everything they showed us about how the NASA program gets ready for their big missions, if that was actually super accurate, awesome, because I thought that was incredible. And if it was just accurate but stretching the accuracy cut to a limit, still great information to know, because I didn't know certain things about rockets and all that stuff. So it's like, now I know. So I highly recommend checking this film out. Nothing else to watch, go check this out. Also, if you guys are watching the Copa American, go both Argentina and Colombia. Make sure you guys watch that, because that's a fun game. Obviously, both countries representing there. So if you guys are from those countries, go your teams. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought, and stay tuned for more. And also, what's your favorite Scarlett Johansson film or Channing Tatum film? For me, obviously, I love Scarlett Johansson in obviously Black Widow movies and obviously Avengers, and I'm very excited for her in Jurassic Park. But yeah, and Channing Tatum, I love him in 21 Jump Street movies. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good night.